Hey there. I'm going to give you a brief overview to how CandidateSide works, and hopefully this will answer any questions that you have. So first off, how are we different from a traditional recruiter? A traditional recruiter works for and in the interest of a company. So for example, this recruiter who works for Coca-Cola. If she's posting a job for an account manager and you get an interview with Coca-Cola, if Coca-Cola passes on you for whatever reason, that's kind of the end of your relationship with that recruiter. They don't really work for you; they work for the employer. We're a lot different because we are candidate side recruiters. We're recruiters that represent the candidate. So we will apply to jobs for you. We'll bring you interviews. We'll help you with mock interviews. And if you accept a job that we got you, we charge 1 month's salary. So that's how it works in a nutshell. And we do a trial just to make sure it's a good fit for both of us. But before I go over the trial, I'm just going to kind of give you an idea of how we work. So the way we work with candidates is we just kind of want to see where you're falling out of the funnel. Some people need help with just getting interviews. Some people just need help making it to the next interview round. So what we do is we apply to 100 jobs for you. We see what your interview rate is. If your interview rate is not good, we'll iterate on the job titles and the resume in the next 100 jobs. And we keep doing this until we get to a place where you're getting a good interview rate. We know statistically that it takes 10 interviews with 10 different companies for you to get placed. So that's kind of our North Star when we're working with candidates is how do we get you to, if you get 3 interviews in 100 jobs, that's great. Then are you making it to the second round 8 out of 10 times? So we'll basically work with you until you get placed. And so how we do all this, like how we get started and how you see the service is what's called trial. Trial is a good way for you to get an idea of how we work before you sign any contracts. And it's also a good way for us to make sure that we can place you. So we want to make sure, obviously, we can place you. So 10 interviews is the number that we're trying to get to. So what will happen is trial costs $100. And after trial, you can continue with us in a contract, or you can say, you know what, this isn't for me. If you don't get an interview as well, we have a no questions asked money back guarantee as well. So what will happen is you will fill out the form on the website. That will give us all the information we need for what you're looking for. That has like your salary range, everything. We'll list jobs for you. So, we want to make sure that we're on the same page of what kind of jobs you're looking for. You'll rate those jobs, and then we'll optimize your resume for those jobs. So 70% of resumes get knocked out through the applicant tracking systems. We want to make sure, obviously, if we're spending all this time and money applying for you, that we feel good about your resume. And then once we have a resume, job titles, we will start applying to jobs. It typically takes 2 to 4 weeks to get your first interview. And then after you get your first interview, you kind of get an idea of how it works. And we also get an idea of how long and what our challenges are is how CandidateSide works. If you still have questions or you want to talk to someone, we have a meeting every day that you can join. It's on the top right-hand side. You can also just get started and submit your information to the website. Like I said, the trial is, just an easy way to see how the service works. And yeah, I hope that you enjoyed this. If you have any questions or anything, just please feel free to reach out.